Okay, we are back playing Mass Effect 3. Let's say 2. So, since last time I played it, I've gone through basically the entirety of the galaxy map and just got all of the, basically clusters to 100%, because it was just me going to planets and sending probes. I did technically go through the Uncharted Worlds mod. It was all text-based. You don't really see anything. I mean, you see some art, which was pretty good, not gonna lie. But you get just like money out of it. Now I've gone to many places, got a lot of drones, and because of that, I've gotten war assets out of it. So I haven't touched the war assets, so we'll be reading them through so we can see what we got. And after that, we can then start actually doing missions. Also, I have modded my character. So if we go here to my character, you will notice that, well, my Sentinel doesn't have the typical powers that the Sentinel has. I basically changed it. I want to try this out. I gave myself Incinerate because of the achievement and because I need to get it done. All the other stuff I kind of just wanted to have on my character, so we'll see how that goes. I might change it again. At the moment, I just want to try this build out. Let's see our war assets. Got a few. So now Prothean device. They're called Prothean device. Got more stuff. So, updated. Science team has been deployed to the ruins on Helheim, where an ancient race disappeared 300,000 years ago. Scientists are looking the planet of Farnuri for clues on Reaper activity. The team has been deployed to Bingfu to look at the Prothean pyramids there for any clues. And efforts to collect data from ILOs on the Protheans has been redoubled. Any clues to help translate the Crucible plans. Terra Nova's prestigious Scott University is renowned for its Prothean library, housing one of the largest collections of artifacts in the galaxy. Most recent additions are the Prothean data disks from Eden Prime. It's kind of funny because last time we played it, Liara made some comments like, "Oh, why don't we should find the Prothean disks that we found in Mass Effect 1. I'm sure they'll help," and we did find them. Covered before the Prothean beacon. For years, the data on the disks was incomprehensible until the Crucible's blueprints provided the mathematical and linguistic keys to understanding the equations. Locked inside the disks were theories on dark matter meant to be used with the Crucible's main power source. The Exogeny Corporation helped fund colonies all over the galaxy in exchange for a share of any natural resources found by the settlers. Zeus Hope was one of the richest claims. The colonists were obligated to turn over any Prothean discoveries in the ancient ruins of Pharos. A team of exogeny scientists studying the few scraps of Prothean materials found around Zeus Hope have become experts in their own right, contributing their knowledge to the Crucible project. Damn, okay. Volus companies are skilled at mass-producing whatever manufactured goods are currently in demand. Factories use modular equipment to switch their production lines from arms to housing to the next big galactic buying trend. Covered from a manufacturing compound, these fabrication units can stamp out custom plastics for the Crucible on an industrial scale. Vorcha Liberty. These specialized Vorcha were a maintenance and calibration crew on a small scientific outpost orbiting Tyrix. Such skilled labor is rare among Vorcha, but not unheard of, since Vorcha trained by other species for precision tests develop finely tuned nerves and senses. Additionally, this crew can heal cellular damage caused by radiation exposure. It is useful since the Crucible is being built where no planet's magnosphere protects it and extravehicular activity on its soil is often required. More resources. The blueprints found on Mars for the Prothean device call for vast quantities of Element Zero. Throughout its construction, the Alliance and its allies are annexing all known sources of this previous resource that the Reapers haven't already cut off. turn, desperation has led the miners braving the Bermuda Triangle of praying mouth to gather the ESO from the drive cores of derelict ships. Okay, add this one. Normally, interferometric arrays are used to analyze planetary landmasses or determine the astrophysical properties of stellar systems. The powerful array salvaged from the Hercules system can be used for something much more ambitious. Crucible tunes into the mass release command switches. Installing the array into the systems results in real-time map of the entire galaxy, in position of each and every Reaper. The second half of the array has been recovered from the Voyage cluster, further improving the Crucible's astrological mapping system. The haptics array is an experimental computer user interface. Cortical implants allow users to see screens projected in front of them. A user's eye movements are tracked, synced, and gestures as they sift through data, so like Iron Man basically. While disorienting at first, people using the optics report increased efficiency, and the technology has been adapted by several dozen engineers. The Profane device is being built to space, where its inner workings may be vulnerable to cosmic radiation. While the construction plan has taken standard risks into account, a sudden turn in space weather could pierce the basic shielding and irradiate the device and crew. Superior magnetic shielding used by a research station on Enmara would provide a low-cost way to keep the device safe against all but the most unusual energetic. Elemental Zero refineries are large industrial facilities that remove impurities from the element, also called ESO. Before it is used to fuel starships or gravity generators, it's an important process, as sending electric charge through impure ESO can cause the element to explode. By setting up a conversion facility beside the Crucible, ESO can be mined, refined, and supplied to the project in record time. Fuel pods scavenged from field debris in the Valhalla threshold were once attached to a fleet of merchant vessels making long, risky journeys in space. Pods have been repurposed. When activated, the Crucible's fusion reactors consume entire oceans of helium-3. Fuel pods serve as emergency reservoirs should the weapon use more power than expected. The Shadowbroker's unnamed vessel served as both a data repository and stealth ship for the enigmatic information trader. The ship ingeniously drew its power from the thunderstorms raging constantly on the planet, relying on an interlocking system of kinetic barriers, grounding rods, and capacitors to avoid being ripped apart. These systems have been repurposed for sections of the Crucible that require the safe discharge of a technology progress is not always linear. Sometimes it twists and turns, or generations of invention are bypassed. It was the case for the inhabitants of DC-1938, an early spacefaring species which discovered how to use crystalline matrices in their technology. Although they are now extinct, the secrets of technology are being unraveled and incorporated into the crew. MIT. MIT is a private research university, was among the first to send cultural research teams to the Citadel following the Relay 314 incident. Their early successes led to the creation of a study group dedicated to researching extraterrestrials in all forms, with departments devoted to diplomacy, first contact scenarios, paleontechnology, xenoarchaeology, and many other research. Highly respected scientific organization, they have offered the support to Crucible project through translation of the ancient schematics and brokering peaceful cooperation between multitude of alien races. Update: Dr. Akil Karini and his team are among the select few who have been granted permission to study the mass relay technology. Their insight into dark energy will prove vital to understanding the nature of Alliance. First Fleet. Update: remnants of the Deimos defense flotilla have been recovered from the Martian moon. Though few in number, these survivors are determined to seek payback for the destruction of the Asaph Hall Gateway facility. This time, the Alliance's naval exploration flotilla is used to chart our new systems. The NEF came under fire in 1985 when several dozen service people were charged with withholding information on rich mining deposits in order to settle location exploration firms. barrier frontiers. The Alliance attempted to hide the controversy to little avail, as more and more officers were indicated eager to bury its shady history. The NEF has dedicated its entire flotilla and material resources to constructing this. You fucked up. Half of Team Delta's officers have an N5 designation, with a few N6 soldiers in the ranks. They specialize in conflicts outside Citadel space. Delta is known for strict admission standards, professionalism on high-stake missions, and the Alliance's loudest parties. Oh. When asked how senior staff looks at their off-duty rowdiness, Captain Matthew Brown was quoted saying, "After the shit we went through in the Terminus system, they're just happy we're not burning down the base." Alliance irregulars. Colonists from across the Alliance systems are volunteering or being conscripted. Yeah, I know this. Update. Recently saved from the battalion terrorists who attempted to launch a Javelin missile from a Franklin planetary defense station, volunteers from the planet Watson have formed long lines in order to sign up. The Alliance has acquired mercenaries formerly in the employ of the eccentric Volus billionaire Kumun Shoal. The Volus screams could be heard in neighboring systems. The mercenaries said they preferred fighting the Reapers to listening to more of his ravings. Synthetic diamond is a key ingredient in military-grade heat sinks that are used in computing, high-end thermal clips, and starship weapons. Liberating tons of it from facilities on Brez will help both ground and space. A damaged Handy-Kether facility has been repaired and upgraded to produce Loki and Ymir mechs. Reaper's superior hacking abilities has required that the mech's VIs be programmed via hardline. Once activated, their orders cannot be changed. While this reduces the flexibility of the programming, they still prove useful in situations against ground forces where disruption and distraction are needed to prevent unnecessary human loss. Oh, they can hack, I don't know. Alliance Command was not prepared to erase the 2nd Frontier Division from history books after their near annihilation on Eden Prime. The few survivors were valuable assets. Their combat experience against the Geth was vital for an edge in confrontations. Veterans were transferred to Serona as a new division was recruited, and they have held the line there against the Reapers. Though they have suffered intense casualties, many of the veterans of Eden Prime have survived. Their numbers are bolstered by the grizzled citizens, police who have fought at their side to defend their home. SSV Angelut. This stealth frigate is a sister ship to the SS Normandy SR-1. Only surviving vessel of her class. The Angelut utilizes state-of-the-art stealth technology powered by an experimental drive core. It is perfect for solo missions in unstable regions such as Kite's Nest and Abyss. Less than a year ago, the frigate made headlines when she launched a stunning raid against the Batarian colony world of Kai Morak, destroying a controversial solar array manufacturing facility. The war has changed many things and has seen the SSV integrate itself as an essential component in Batarian resist efforts in Kite's Nest. Her stealth drive allows for precision strikes against Reaper targets across the cluster. Science. Turian. Got the flotilla. 79 Flotilla distinguished itself during the Krogan Rebellion, where they clashed with Krogan warships above Digeris. 79 sacrificed themselves in great numbers to bring down the Krogan vessels attacking the colony. Century later, the flotilla continues to rely on speed and stealth to harass the enemy. They run into... Okay, fair. That's interesting. Volus looking to earn Turian citizenship must join the Auxiliary Legion. Equip the most advanced power armor that Kratos can buy. They have few infantry, but focus on mechanized support in the form of mechs, tanks, and armored cavalry units that screen and support their main battle formation. Unusually for auxiliary legions, the Volus have a strong focus on air support, including twice as many gunships as it is customary. Also, Turians. The threat of Turian firepower once kept their entire armies in check. Now the hierarchy's vast fleets and numerous soldiers are needed to win the largest war in galactic history. Polaris bring cutting-edge warships and their best tactical minds to the fight against the An arsenal of ancient warheads was recovered from an underground bunker on the dead world 433 spit out. Despite their extreme age, these nuclear weapons remain incredibly potent, which explains how the planet was rendered uninhabitable so quickly. Salarians are retrofitting these weapons and have assured the Citadel that they will not deploy them against the Reapers on Garden World. The arrival of Reapers, the seemingly unstoppable enemy, has spurred the inhabitants of every species within Citadel's space into action. We got the Volus Dreadnought, Kunu. Volus have only produced one Dreadnought, the Kunu, named after the diplomat who negotiated their client race status with the Turians. Kunu is the only Volus ship of its class, but it's remarkably well armed. Its broadside cannons and main guns are all Fanex magnetic hydromechanic weapons. Turian general touring the Kunu after its maiden system voyage enthusiastically declared that the ship could char a planet 3 times over. While its construction was funded entirely by the Elkos Combined Corporation, Dreadnought was jointly gifted to the Vol Protectorate and Turian hierarchy upon completion. Kent. The famous Colon-class freight vessel. This crew made headlines when they rescued the sole survivor of DC-1938, bringing the infant to safety in the local cluster. A month later, the child and crew had a second fortunate escape when the Reapers overlooked their station during the assault on Earth. Alien Child and the crew's families are now on Citadel, while the Kent has been put to work ferrying shipments of rations, Medigel, and other essential resources. The Eureka is a cruiser-class warship built by the Asari but helmed by the Royaloi. The crew are best and brightest of their homeworld, each handpicked to study under Asari mentors. Only intended to replace cruisers lost in the Battle of Citadel, but it was sold to secure Turvis against pirate incursion terminus system. In exchange, Thasian republics received generous helium-free mining rights to the gas giant Sakur, who mutinied when the Rallied chose to withdraw from the Citadel space, determined to fight rather than hide from the Reapers. No war can be fought without a bankroll. The corporate mavens of Ilion know it, having escaped the invasion of a so-called Gang of Five, is leveraging their staggering financial power to acquire the best talent and materials for the Prothean device. They are doing so in necessary ignorance, believing they are hiring and acquiring parts for a new kind of fusion plant, as the device's existence is a tightly guarded secret. That's all. We got the minimum already. We are now actually do stuff. Gonna do let's get our boy. That is no, I don't have any internet.
Unlocking the best camo on
I think the internet on. Oh, start out. Okay. Yes, they're both going. Liar is automatic. Shield boost. So much shield. I have a huge thing in my back now. Fortunately, here. And yes, we are using a sniper. So we'll see how that goes. This one is like quite a good one. Buy it. Have to, okay. Best weapon for. Let's see. Typhoon, definitely good. Either the Claymore. Here. Have the Harry? Claymore it is. That's fine. Moon. Arrow. Got Hurricane. Fist. Hurricane. Tempest. Sorry, Locust. The Hurricane be better. Yeah, well, SMG. Fine. What the other, because I'm guessing she should be able to. Pistol wise, do. and suppress. Melee damage. And Hurricane or Blood Pack, and I don't. It is Typhoon, nothing comes close, and Shotgun. Claymores, Wraith or Eviscerator. Eviscerator. Damage. Hey. Not putting any points on me. Singularity for the win. Up. Good. James. Boom. Out. Sorry.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began.
Yeah, it is.
Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
And where you went up against Saren and the Geth for the first time, no?
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
How bad?
A lot of dead civilians. Lost one of my men, Jenkins, to a Geth drone.
Reports said Saren had bombs set up to wipe out the whole colony.
Not on my watch.
Damn straight, Lola.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime hard. Whatever they found here was worth a major offensive. There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
They deserve better.
I know. The Alliance did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Is it part of the Prothean device we found on Mars?
The Alliance didn't get any specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered. But whatever it is, it's better off with us than with Cerberus.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Understood. Alright, everyone. Get ready to move.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
I have a backpack. In Prime.
No sign of survivors. Come on, we need to find the dig site.
They came back after the Geth attack. They'll come back for this.
That is disturbing.
Damn, this gig just gets weirder all the time.
Let's keep moving.
My God, it's like I'm playing Mass Effect 1 all over again. Go. Actually, I want to experience. Processing update. We have taken more able-bodied men and women from pacified neighborhoods. The colonists generally have accepted the story that they have gone to perform tedious but safe manual labor in a Cerberus research camp on the other side of the planet. When we increased food rations as payment for the work, most of the complaints died out. Maintain the story as long as possible. We don't have the manpower to fight the entire colony. If families knew they were never going to see their sons and daughters again, there's no way they cooperate.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance. Maybe it will help them fight back against Cerberus.
Look at that. Bits of Prothean tech sticking out of the ground like an old bone.
Hey, Liara, you ever find dinosaurs while you're digging around?
No, dinosaurs and other fossils would be paleontology. I'm an archaeologist. I study artifacts left by sapient species. The two fields are completely different, and... you were joking.
I just like dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's our James. I also like dinosaurs. Those are cool.
There, that's the elevator that leads down into the dig site. Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
You
Dun,
mean
dun,
the
dun.
Raptor? Those things the Reapers turn the Protheans into?
No, an original unmodified Prothean who's still alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do. The Prothean Empire spanned the known galaxy. They uplifted countless other species to help them join the galactic community.
Uplifted, huh? Like when the Solarians helped the Krogan to evolve a little faster.
Yes. Judging by the dig sites like the Prothean Archive on Mars or here on Eden Prime, the Protheans wanted other species to learn. It's clear that they prize knowledge, growth, and cooperation with the rest of the galaxy.
The way you describe them, they sound a lot like the Asari.
I'm certain I'm coloring their culture with my own perceptions. Whatever the Protheans were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
This could be what we need to finish the Prothean device.
I hope so. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet.
Heads up!
Hi, Cerberus. And that's it.
Alright, let's get moving before more of them come back.
Head job. Boom, boom, chakalaka. Troop deployment update. Local resistance is heavy in the south and west sections of the colony. We've pulled most of our troops from the north neighborhood to assist. All remaining troops in the north neighborhood continue standard patrol activities to maintain the illusion of large presence in the area. If the locals knew we were understaffed, they wish to do some serious
More
damage.
intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
In here a while. Oof. Get there, buddy. Do I need to go? Everywhere but there, then. Cover. Got a word from our source within Eden Prime's resistance movement that we can expect an attack on our security center. Pulling in forces, perfect chance to destroy leadership. Once the attack is contained, allow Dr. William Cambier to escape, firing near-miss shots to keep it realistic. Giving us good information, and with luck, the locals will see him as a daring hero, the only man to escape Cerberus.
This intel will give Eden Prime's resistance movement a real chance to push Cerberus out of their colony.
Doesn't seem like it.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to physically open the pod.
He's home.
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game.
Son of a bitch, this was somebody's home.
Dragon armor. Oh, doggy.
lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Uh, Not looking good.
I never thought our empire would fall.
It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dark space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong.
For the empire.
For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod. Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all life pods.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker?
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
I've got the signal.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video and the signal they used.
Perfect. Then we just need to figure out how to physically open the pod.
Oh, I know where it is. Like this. Easy peasy.
Victory! Seal the bulkhead!
Acknowledged.
How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Third of our people.
Alert! North side bulkhead cannot be sealed. Hostiles detected.
Then all forces to the north.
You understood that one too?
Yep.
Then we have everything we need to...
Go ahead, but
in the pod.
wait, I leveled up. That should. If I do 35, it might reduce even more the cooldown abilities. I am using a sniper, so I feel like Wicked Passive will actually be better. That instead. After that, we need off. Yep. 6 for you. That and more cooldown for my abilities.
Back up! Forces are here.
Where's he going? Good, Liara. Yeah, slot. Who's left? Headshot, baby. Hey.
They've retracted the bridge. We have to find another way across.
Good. What would that be? Oh, just here. Anything here? Shouldn't be, but thought so. I still need to check. Just in case. Check. This is Kai Lang. I'm authorizing a full sweep of the dig site. Eliminate anyone who may have seen the Prothean artifact. Full burn protocol. Get ships, soften the targets. Move to holding pattern for specify as needed. Want no survivors. Alliance shuttle inbound, approach vector points to dig site as target destination. Scramble forces to hold the site until a retrieval team arrives. One's coming, basically. Oh yeah, we need to go back to the pod.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it.
Lots of bogies inbound, Commander. We'll have to hold this position. Here they come!
Where are we going? Ah!
Understood.
Somehow activated her ability, I'm not sure how.
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
Wish my corner man was here. I could use an ice pack.
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
We're almost there.
If anybody's low, there's a Cerberus supply cache in the building next door.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
Okay, thanks guys.
Heavy mech, don't let it get close!
Oh, that hurts. Damn it. I want to kill it.
I'm on it!
Oh yeah, so QNE do work.
open the life pod now.
I need to try and get that, the hijack Atlas mech thing.
There, you got it. Goddess. It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness. Be careful, he's confused. Remember, it's been 50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been...
A few minutes!
No. The bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online! Those soldiers are still alive!
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire. Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
Neutron bombardment underway. The bunker is secure. Commander traffic.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire from that?
Further adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You'll remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker. This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods! I need the few that are left!
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that. How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me while I was seeing...
Our last moments. Our failure.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here.
Ah, he's so
Join
nice.
us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way. What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
At ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem. Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which? You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst.
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters.
Oof, that's a powerful line right there.
This silence is your answer.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No. It contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So, could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you, I think.
I think.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No. But they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Thank you for talking with me. I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies.
Funny line.
Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik, though I still need time to recover. The shock has not worn off yet.
I understand. This must be a hell of an experience for you. We're just glad to have you aboard, Javik.
Yay, we got a buddy.
So much has been lost. So much has changed. And yet the Reapers are still here. For me, I'm recovering my strength. I will be ready. I require more time for the stasis to wear off.
That.
Have you seen our newest crew member?
You mean the biggest story in 50,000 years that I can in no way talk about?
So you have seen him. Just wondering.
You know, in the old days, they didn't have automat on cameras. Reporters had to cake on the makeup.
Talk to people, see if...
Nothing to report, Commander.
You... Nothing.
Ma'am.
Non-custom pieces of armor? How so? $145 now, okay. 110 to... Not bad. Does that change it? Let's change it.
still can't believe it. A real live Prothean. Doc must be over the moon.
You could say that.
I hear that sounds like the Turians got hit pretty hard by the Reapers.
Oh, actual talking. Look at all the weapons. Like looking at it, it's pretty cool. Pistols and the SCPs. Like it. I don't know, like, is this a mod thing or was this always in the game?
Excellent find, Commander. The information network terminal has been updated.
Oh yeah, I have the upgrade. This thing, this Prothean, I must have seen. If they had the technology to preserve someone for over 50,000 years, no wonder they were capable of building things like the device on Mars. I must give him time to get his bearings, but goddess, when will we get another chance to learn so much about their civilization? News of the day. Alien AI-controlled ship makes contact in Solarian space. Swallowing this news left a bitter taste behind. Was another war with synthetics that are on the horizon? We are told that this ark had been traveling thousands of years, that billions of virtual aliens lived within its simulated world. Not to mention their tech made ours look medieval. They could swap minds between bodies, and they have claimed asylum in Citadel space. Hundreds volunteered so these synthetics could live in the real world. After half a year, we've heard nothing. No follow-up interviews or ship sightings, and the council is silent. Where's the Ark? Where's the technology that was promised? Where are the hundreds who prostitute their bodies for synthetic benefit? They never existed. They never have. It's a ruse by an elite that conspires to offer the Geth an embassy. Want to replace your job with artificial labor? Do you want bulb heads driving your taxis, serving you drinks, delivering your shopping at the door? No. Right now at your local counselor, be heard. User-minded, don't accept council propaganda. Ugh. Quiet Eddie. Bosses. Quiet Eddie facility experienced a catastrophic security breach. Black site facility neutralized by SSV Zama to prevent off-planet AI upload. Site databanks for project destroyed with the orbital bombardment. According to the testimonies of Captain Redacted and Dr. Rebecca Jensen, the breach began shortly after the Medea AI was upgraded using technology liberated from Redacted. The AI was uploaded into the station's subsystems but remained passive until it discovered Project Enkidu. Project Enkidu's transhumanism experiments were appropriated by the AI and altered on a genetic level. Termed augments by the survivors, they proceed to systematically eliminate all station personnel, except for several individuals who hid within Redacted, who was not part of the station's security grid. Witness testimonials suggest that these augments possessed extreme lethality without the use of armament or hard suit protection. A few survivors escaped through the efforts of Captain and were rescued by the SSV Zama, but remain on the vessel and will be interrogated further. Offsite backups are available. Acted. More lore.
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us. Feel free to look around.
I will. Skill kit can be used to one-time prograde bread. Ooh. Damage. Intel from the Battle of Actors. Tacoma captured from the station shows how quickly Reapers poured in from the relay and tore through the Alliance fleets. The eyes can analyze hostile fire and the data collected to increase weapon damage. They can also spend processing power looking for ways to improve shielding against the Reaper. No strength. The Prague researchers, while most gene therapy takes years to show results, the Prague scientists discovered a way to shorten the process. 2 intact samples vials have been recovered from the facility. Is that no more than 1 such therapy can be applied per 10-month period without causing serious nerve damage or power cool. Remains of the Reaper destroyer. The drones can dig onto the outer hole. Blah blah blah. So the drones can dig under the outer hole, scanning circuits for technology that will increase the speed at which tech, biotic, and combat abilities can be fired. Alternatively, the Council has offered Citadel Wild merchant discount for choosing the safer option. Power recharge speed. The barrel of this Reaper weapon can be dismantled and further studied. If the miniaturized energy cells powering the gun systems are taken apart, it could lead to improvements in damage the weapon can deal. However, an examination of its heat ventings could instead prove the means to maximize thermal clip storage. Weapon damage. I don't know if Shaco says anything.
Feeling okay, Commander? Feeling okay, Commander?
Ichi.
Those poor colonists on unread messages at your private terminal, Commander. For what it's worth, our new crew member doesn't need a translator himself, but he shared a Prothean language tutorial program. It was apparently designed for servant races being inducted into the Empire. Charming cultural clue. Commander?
Hey, at least we got something out of it.
So a Prothean? A real live Prothean? Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing. Commander?
Yes, Shepard.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Nothing from ED. Discovering Minister Septimus' location proved surprisingly simple. His cowardice on the first day stung the pride of the locals. These Turians were especially eager to give him up. By using miniature duck-crawling drones, I was able to deduce his precise coordinates. Audio recordings were taken to discover the nature of his betrayal. Listening to them was disturbing. He frequently referenced the divinity of their conquerors. I've leaked these recordings to the hierarchy. Their pragmatism should neuter future propaganda broadcasts to their colonies. Completed the mission by collapsing the building on top of him. The matter is not important, and his death is confirmed. Professor Cassius was imprisoned in 2182 after performing an illegal xenoarchaeological excavation in the Olin Proctorate. The professor has strenuously claimed that she is in possession of a Prothean star shard. Could lead to revolutionary discoveries, but has stubbornly refused to give up the location during her 4-year incarceration. In fact, her authorization would free her in exchange for the star shard, thereby allowing a council-baked expedition. Yes. He's on the Empire. Alliance officials confirmed the local resistance movement has successfully pushed Cerberus forces off Eden Prime. Good. Cerberus attacked Eden Prime for reasons that remain unclear and set up facilities to occupy the colony. But after constant attacks from a united populace, Cerberus troops retreated. Alliance officials are sending in evacuation transports now to get the colonists off-world before Reaper forces reach the colony. The old victory to the Alliance. Leader Edward Crabbe said in a prepared statement, "The people of Eden Prime have always been ready to fight, but Alliance intel gave us the tools we need to push Cerberus bastards off our planet." This isn't at all what I assumed the Prothean would be like. It's fascinating, but I guess Javik, water is significantly more intuitive than this clumsy apparatus. I am limited in how many care. Whoa. Boomer. Oh. People on normal alert status, armored shutters are not positioned, stealth drive will not be engaged without reason, and weapon systems are powered down. When it's at battle stations, they may enter combat at any time following exit from FTL. Armored shutters are positioned over vulnerable weak points to self. Have more than one guard dog, or one more ship mascot. Primary vehicle. Oh, I can choose which thing to show. Have the Mako there, or the UT4 Kodiak. This one, I want to see how. Oh, they're both the same. In that case, we'll do the Mako. Probably the engine part where you'll notice more assets. Be that. Fence. Commander Javik has given the Alliance a non-technical language translation program designed for subservient races of the Prothean Empire. Although limited, it has enabled faster progression in deciphering certain aspects of the Crucible plans. The Elcor have sent the shipment of rations from the Raleigh homeworld to the Citadel as a gesture of goodwill. A few researchers who studied Prothean technology on Eden Prime avoided capture by Cerberus. They forward copies of their work to the Alliance, hoping it could help build a Prothean device on Mars. Although its military defenses were seriously damaged by the Cerberus invasion, Eden Prime's remaining government has loaned the Alliance several Athabasca-class raiders, and Eden Prime's colonists drove Cerberus away from the systems entirely. Shipping lines secured, the colony is sending out as many supplies and equipment as they can. Gold, Eden